Hey Rent-A-Corns, it's Ellie. So today is September the 29th, also the day of the presidential election. The video I made before this one, it was me putting on this look, but now I'm taking it off. This is the Galaxy Kitty look. Yeah, I dug it for the whole day. I'm about to take it off now. It is 5:47. Finna get ready to watch these elections because I'm excited, bro. Like, this is gonna be so funny to watch. I'm just getting ready for the memes. I'm ready to see what y'all got to say. And like I said in my previous video, like, this isn't a funny situation. I shouldn't be excited to watch a presidential debate because I know it's gonna be hilarious. Like, if y'all are old enough or alive to, this is the Mary Kay eye makeup remover. I'm gonna be using this to take off all the eyeshadow and eyelash, eyeliner, all that stuff. This is what this is for. But if y'all were old enough to remember the Hillary Trump debate, I mean, not everybody was watching it, but there was so many people watching it. I think, like, within the last, like, decade or two, the presidential election has just got more and more popular. Not necessarily, like, more and more important to the American citizen. In a way, it does make it more important, but it's more so, like, the popularity of it. Because from what I understand, nobody really cared about the president before. No one talked about the president as much until you had Obama. And, well, I mean, Bush, they used to talk about Bush all the time. They would be like, oh, we hate Bush. But then, all of a sudden, everybody misses Bush. If you're racist, you miss Bush when Obama was president. And if you weren't racist, you miss Bush when Trump became president. So it was like, y'all didn't appreciate nothing y'all had. At least at that time, it was like, which dude said that? The comedian Bill Burr was like, President Bush makes me feel like I can run for president. And pretty much, like, I don't know what happened after that. Just everybody's mentality about the presidency changed. But regardless, though, each time I'm seeing it, it's like, it's not even like presidential stuff. They just being drama. Like with Bill Clinton, he had the whole Lewinsky situation drama. And then you had Bush. It wasn't his fault that Katrina happened, but then the Kanye West thing, drama. There were some other situations that happened while Bush was president too, but that was one of the biggest things. That was out of his control though, so he really does get a pass with that one, the same way that Trump would get a pass with the coronavirus. But people will not let Trump get a pass with the coronavirus the same way they let Bush did with Katrina. Because the whole thing is political right now, which is messed up. But it's all good. It's all good, I guess. So that's all I gotta say on that for the most part. But I'm just saying, everybody was excited to watch the Hillary Trump debates because of how, like, humorous the situation, I mean, not humorous, because of how interesting the situation was. In this case, it's gonna be humorous, which isn't good, but I'm gonna explain why. It's because of the way that's like the same way that Trump was like, Hillary doesn't have the stamina to be president or the look to be president. Does Joe Biden look like he can handle being president? Because I'm pretty sure Bernie Sanders is older than him. But I would have trusted Bernie Sanders over Joe Biden holding the presidency for at least 4 years. This is the Botanical Effects Cleansing Gel. So this is the cleanser. And this is the Mary Kay Naturally Set Exfoliating Powder. So I'm about to mix these up, put it on my face. I have 2 sets of CC cream. So I really want to exfoliate my face and make sure I get that out of my skin. But yeah, going back to that whole stamina comment, is Trump going to bring that up in the debate today with Joe? I feel like that would be a valid argument. It's like, yo, you don't have the look or you don't look like you have the stamina to continue to be president. Because a lot of people have already said, if Joe Biden were to become president, all that would happen is either he would step down or something would happen where he would no longer be president and then Kamala Harris would take over office. Personally, I just don't get good vibes about Kamala Harris. She has a background in politics and everything. But that's the issue with career politicians. It's like they have a background and then you look into the background and it's like, okay, you've been in office, but you've done this stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. So it's like, should I take a career politician just because they're a career politician? Or should I trust my gut and say, let's go with the capitalist guy? Because I feel like what's going on right now is the politicians are manipulating a lot of things, especially with the fact that Trump, like, darn near got impeached. He did get impeached from one party, by one party, and then Corona happened, so then they couldn't finish the impeachment. And I was like, first of all, how gangster is this dude? He got impeached and stayed in office. Like, what else can't you do, my guy? You're already a billionaire. You already, like, own everything. And you're president of the United States. What else are you going to do besides flip your impeachment, get reelected? That's what he's gonna do. So it's just like one of these y'all, like, our country is a whole reality show. And then let me explain this to me. How did the Kardashians become the most famous people in the entire world? Explain to me how they went from being just this family of a lawyer, right? He's just a celebrity lawyer. Now, they literally are known worldwide and are in what could potentially be the first family. Because here's the difference between Kanye West and the other two candidates. Kanye West is in his 30s, if I'm not mistaken. At the oldest, his 40s. He's definitely not in his 50s. That means he can run for president a few more times. So, like, the way that Hillary ran twice and lost twice, he could run probably like 7 more times before he gets too old and calls it quits if he doesn't win. So, the Kardashians married into a guy who's running for president, who also happens to be a billionaire. And they also happen to have another billionaire in the family. 2 others, because Kim recently became a billionaire. Kylie became one a couple years ago. How? How did that happen? And then, like, it's like they waited to reach world domination before canceling the reality show. I'm not gonna say cancel because they chose to leave it, so they're ending their reality show. Aside from the one Caitlyn's gonna be in, or is speculated to be in, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or whatever. But keeping up with the Kardashians is not gonna be a reality show anymore. After all this happened, y'all went from making fun of Kim for the Ray J situation to now possibly being like, hello, First Lady West. How y'all look hating on these folks when literally all they doing is getting the bag and you sitting at home watching them. I'm being educated. I'm not sitting at home hating on these folks for being rich. I'm just looking to see what type of stuff they do. I'm trying to get like them. Like, when they say keeping up with the Kardashians, it's not just so I can keep up and see what they're doing in life. It's so I can keep up and copy their business moves and the way that they operate. But people take it the wrong way. They're talking about some keeping up with the Joneses. Screw the Joneses. Like, who? The Joneses who? Like, them folks got the most basic life. I'm trying to take over the world, bro. And so, I don't know. I just feel like we could learn a lot from this situation. People need to take their political stances more seriously. I also feel like people in their spiritual walk need to take things more seriously. Because here's the thing. Kanye is a very big advocate for Christians. So, after this election, he would definitely have the conservative vote. I feel like people will be past the whole racism thing. Plus, he was a Trump supporter anyway. So, it's like, if Kanye was to become president, he would automatically have the Trump supporters support, unless his son was to run or something like that. That'd be a good competition. Kanye West versus Donald Trump Jr. Yo. But he will automatically have the Trump supporters support. Besides that one excerpt thingy woo woo. That would be the only exception. There we go. That would be the only exception. I don't know who could run against Kanye West. No one's out right now. He's the youngest per Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang would definitely have that would be a good competition, because then you got like straight up capitalist versus straight up socialist. So that would be very, very interesting if he decided to run for president again. I find it weird that he dropped out. He could have had a big chance of winning, at least winning against Joe Biden. I would have preferred to pick the between the guy who we haven't had yet, who pretty much came up with the idea, because literally his whole UBI program is what the stimulus program was, except on a consistent basis, and how we adopted the system that he was talking about, the country would be in a lot less debt. Do y'all know how ridiculously deep in debt we're in? Have we done exactly what Andrew Yang suggested to do? It would be a lot less debt. And that's sad, because I was against his plan, because I was like, yo, that's gonna put the country in too much debt. And what they decided to do put us in way more debt than I thought we could ever be in. We're not even in debt to another country right now. We're literally in debt to ourselves. And so that's just coming from a Gen Z point of view, because like the thing is, when more fiat currency is printed or released or minted when it comes to coins, it decreases the the value of the current dollar. And so me growing up and my son growing up, we're not going to experience the same dollar value as we have as of right now, nor have we ever experienced the same dollar value as my parents when they were growing up. Like this year, we experienced gas prices so low that it reminded us of the 90s. And that was because of the crisis and everything going on. And now they're back to normal prices. That all happened within months. Usually it would take a year or two for that type of shift to happen. So, with this whole money printing situation, like everything is going to raise in prices, inflation. They're saying a lot of things about hyperinflation. I don't know 100% about hyperinflation besides what happened in Zimbabwe. Was it Zimbabwe or Venezuela? It could have been both, but it was one of their currencies. They printed way too much to the point where like you could literally be a millionaire in dollar bills and it won't mean much. Like it really, like being a millionaire in America, that's pretty much like, you know, you made it, you got the nice this, you got the nice that, you know, you're taken care of pretty much. Being a millionaire down there, after hyperinflation, it was like, yo, I'm still poor type of thing. So I don't know. But my prediction, well, anyway, hold on. Let me take a makeup break. So I might need to do this again with the eye makeup remover and then just do a second scrub. But yeah, I'm going to do a second scrub without the exfoliating powder. I'm just going to use the cleanser. But first I'm going to use the eye makeup remover one more time. But my prediction is within the next decade, being a millionaire is going to be normalized. Not even because there's more money, just because of like it's a mixture of money and hyperinflation, and then you just have to like pretty much range yourself on being a top tier millionaire, which is like, you know, 500K salary plus, or not salary, but 500K plus. Not, what am I saying? 500 million. There we go. 500 million. And then being, let me see, 500 million and less. I could be very off, because a million is such a huge range. So maybe like 5 million. $5 million net worth will be normalized as being probably like middle class or something. And then like lower middle class would be 6-figure range. And poor level will be what the lower level middle class is right now, which is like 70K and below. So like 70K right now, that's doing pretty good. But in the future, it'll be like, okay, kind of. But yeah, it's just gonna be like a shift. Like it's gonna be a wider range of what the 99% is. Because the thing is, it never goes, oh, the 10% is going to turn into the 30%. It'll almost, I don't think it'll ever get to be 30%, at least the way that things are run now, while we still have like fiat currency and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be a 30-70 type of society. I think it's going to continue to be a 1% and 99% and a 10% and 90%, because there's two different categories where you can talk about the net worths of people and stuff like that. But I don't think the range is going to get any further than like 15 at the highest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a lack of faith or just I just don't see that happening. At least with the fiat currency and stuff. It might just stay like that within my lifetime. Things could happen after my lifetime. I don't know. But okay, then we're gonna do another cleanse. So yeah, as of right now, I'm just helping people get to the 6-figure mark. That's it. Getting myself to the 6-figure mark, and then getting to the 7-figure mark soon after that. So like the thing is, I have the education of a 7-figure earner. I just don't have the finances of a 7-figure earner. So like mentally I'm a millionaire, but physically I'm a grinding 6-figure earner person. So that's just how my life is right now. Brainiacs? Mm-hmm. Alright, you can watch that video in a second. I'm washing my face. Or actually, I could go ahead and do that right now. Okay, I also wanted to say, excuse my face, mad respect to all the essential workers, everybody who, despite their fear or whatever, is out there grinding and working and continuing to help our country run, because I feel like without the essential workers, our entire economy would just, like, collapse even faster than what is happening right now. Pick a video. So big shout out to all of you. I really appreciate all of you. None of this would be here without you guys. No matter how much I try to say, like, your jobs are going to robots and you're going to have to learn to sell all that stuff. Yeah, sure. Without them, I don't know what would have happened to 2020. So big shout out to any grocers, delivery, job people, truck drivers, government workers, any essential job. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. Alright. And that's another thing that I was thinking about. How come essential workers couldn't get a bonus or something? I just feel like if people got so much money in a regular stimulus check and they got unemployment, how come the essential workers, while they're giving away all this free money, why couldn't they get like a bonus or like a temporary increase or something in their pay? That could have been a government grant. It wouldn't have cost them that much money. I feel like that, at least. Like if every person got like an extra like $100 a week, so that'd be $400 a month. I feel like they would have appreciated that instead of just being given nothing extra. Because some people with jobs didn't even qualify for a stimulus check. So then you got all these unemployed people running around with more money than folks with jobs. That doesn't even make sense. Yes, I understand they lost their job. They need money. I'm not upset with them having unemployment benefits. I'm upset with the fact that they're getting treated better than the people who are keeping our economy up. That don't make no sense. So, I don't know. I just feel like the council in the White House is too old. And they need more young people with fresher brains to figure this stuff out. Like, the way Mark Zuckerberg be playing the folks in court, it'd be so funny. I'd be like, y'all don't know anything about anything. The way that this war on TikTok went, I was like, bruh. I would definitely be more concerned with other social media than TikTok. Just because TikTok has a lot of users and it's from China, I don't think that's the biggest concern. I feel like that's a distraction from what real issues are. Because why are they playing? China and Russia over here buying gold. I don't know if the United States is gold broke or not. We got gold companies that sell gold, but I don't know if the United States government has any gold in their bank reserves. So while we got China stockpiling on grains and all that type of stuff, then we got Russia stockpiling on gold and stuff along with China. Where does that leave the United States? Like, are we not as big as those countries? Not by necessarily numbers. I know we have Russia with the numbers. We don't have China with the numbers, but I think our area, our size is bigger, plus we own more territories, if I'm not mistaken. So, do we have gold? Do we have grains? Because China was buying their grains and stuff from the United States. That doesn't make sense to me. Or corn, was it corn? I think it was corn. But yeah, that's where they were getting it from. So I'm trying to figure out what the United States is doing for us instead of selling other countries our resources. Like, we all have to face the situation. That's why I'm like, this wealth gap, it's not going to change percentages. It's just going to change for a lot of people very drastically, because there are some people who simply aren't going to get off of government assistance. There are some people who simply are going to, like, go from literally being poverty level to being millionaire level. There are people who are going to shift a little bit from being middle class to being upper middle class. There are some people, we already know the opposite is going to happen. We know the opposite is going to happen for them. People have already lost their jobs, so now they have to figure out, because, like, it's not just the jobs being lost, it's industries being transformed. So it's like, if you have a certain skill set, your skill set might be obsolete because of what's happened in 2020. That's an entirely different struggle than just being like, oh, my CEO made some bad business decisions and now this company's going out. No, that wasn't even the case for a lot of people. Everybody was doing everything right, and then boom, something out of everybody's control happened. So, like, it's not even like that with just regular layoffs, man. It's entire industries having to transform or go away, or new ones being built, and you have to educate yourself on what you can do to secure your income. And that's why Robert Kiyosaki always talks about, like, he doesn't really say this, and I feel like he should more, but he talks about, like, moving quadrants. So going from the ES side to the BI side, which is being an employee or self-employed, to being a business owner and investor. I don't necessarily think everyone has to become a business owner, but I do think that everyone who is an employee and everyone who is self-employed should invest, because that way you can at least hedge whatever income or savings you have against whatever may go on, if in case you lose your job or in case you're not able to work for yourself anymore. I just don't think everyone can operate owning a business. That doesn't logically make any sense to me. I could be wrong though, but yeah, I mean, like, pretty much, like, make sure you continue to pray. Make sure you continue to work on yourself. Build your character. Build your own self-confidence. Do not rely on people. Do not rely on people for your happiness. Make sure you're fulfilling your own happiness and that you're making yourself happy and wealthy, abundant. Make sure you are in tune with spirit, whether you call it Holy Spirit, the Trinity, Jesus Christ, the universe, whatever you would like to use in reference to your Holy Spirit, in reference to self, in reference to your soul. I feel like soul and spirit are different, but some people may consider it the same thing. But do for self. Not selfishly, but do for self. You working on yourself could help 10 other family members. By helping those 10 other family members, they're helping 20 other people, their family members and their coworkers. So inevitably, you've helped over 200 people. By you starting your own business, you can employ 5 people and they can have income for their family. So you've helped 25 people there. You never know what being you and helping yourself can do for other people. So that's why do for self, but don't be selfish. All right? So God bless you guys. Thank you, Rainicorns, for watching me rant while I take off my makeup. And I'm finna go watch this presidential debate because this is gonna be so funny, y'all. I don't know when this video coming out, but it might come out in 2021. I don't know. But either December or 2021. We'll see. I'll see you later, Rainicorns. Bye-bye.